I made a video some time ago looking at the media and looking at it from the perspective not that they're looking for truth, but they're interested in a good story by which they can sell more media, more papers, more magazines, more airtime. But I've also now been thinking, what effect have they had on the legal system? And are they in some way damaging the legal system? Take, for example, the past few days, a revelation that one of the tabloids in the United Kingdom may have tampered with possible evidence in a murder investigation. That's serious business if you're tampering with the process in that way. What about here in this country? The media boosted up this murder case in Orlando, Florida, of a woman, supposedly having killed her child. When she was acquitted, the media was not prepared for that outcome, because they had gotten everybody riled up, and all the commentators were talking about how guilty this person was. I mean, riled up almost to the level of a lynch mob. And then when the jury came out and said not guilty on the murder charges, the media was floored, because that was not the story they wanted to tell. And they've been scrambling ever since. Or consider the O.J. Simpson case 15 years ago. That was also boosted up. There was boosted up in racial terms, very much like the Rodney King beating case. Whether it be the trial of O.J. Simpson or the cops that beat Rodney King, the story to be told was it was all a racial thing. Even to this day, if you are African American, chances are you believe that O.J. Simpson was innocent. If you're Caucasian, chances are you believed O.J. Simpson was guilty. All that was boosted up by the media, in absence of any facts, only conjecture. And it also works in other ways. Here in the town I live in, there was a big trial also, back in '93, of which 3 young men were sent to prison for the murder of a couple young boys. In the subsequent years, though, there's been a question. The evidence that was used to convict, was it sound evidence? In fact, there's all kinds of conjecture whether or not there was no evidence whatsoever. Now they're looking at DNA testing and re-looking at the situation. Was the conviction on the basis of some kind of media hype? It's a very real possibility. And consider all the other, big-time cases throughout history. I was looking at Wikipedia today, where their picture of the day dealt with the execution of the convicted assassins and the conspiracy to assassinate President Lincoln. And they showed the picture of the 4 people hanging there from the gallows. That execution was only 3 months after the assassination. Were they guilty? Who knows? I don't have the facts. But was it a media circus surrounding it? Most definitely. Consider, for example, the Rosenberg case, back in the 1950s. All kinds of media circus. Almost the level of lynch mobs. But the legal system does not operate on opinion or conjecture or whatever story the media creates. It's based upon facts. It's based upon the truth. Now, all these cases, I don't know whether the people are involved are innocent or guilty. That wasn't my decision. But what the media does have a role in is in terms of how they interpret it and how they report it, and not to basically taint public opinion one way or the other.